Pam Bondi has the Epstein file, she says, on her desk. She has the client list specifically on her list, waiting for review. Release obviously should be imminent. They had the event where they invited, new media personnel to DC to hand out the white binders and all of that. And then you have Axios reporting the story that has not been rebutted, that, wait a minute, Department of Justice is saying there is no Epstein client list. What is your take on that in and of itself? And then the following seeming almost dismissal or even castigation by President Trump of those who were interested and felt like it was important that there's transparency on that point. What do you think about that whole scenario?
Well, this is really tough for me and for a lot of other people, Abe. I know a lot of these people involved. I have talked to Patel about these very issues before he went to go lead the FBI. And so I know what he knew and I know what he believed. And frankly, I can't explain what's going on right now. I spoke with General Flynn in public on my show, on the record, just last week about this, and he couldn't even believe that this was real. He said, maybe we're just not understanding this. There's got to be some clarification. So what's happening here with the Epstein files, for me, defies explanation. I don't know what to make of it. And Trump seems to be getting increasingly aggressive with his own supporters, who he riled up about these issues, and I think quite properly. I mean, we're talking about a guy who was procuring children to be raped by powerful people. I mean, it's hard to imagine a more serious level of criminality than that. And then you get people all riled up about it over a period of years. You promise that there's going to be all these disclosures, and then suddenly you say, you guys need to stop believing the hoax. I don't know what to make of it. And I know there are people who think there's some kind of 5D chess going on here. It doesn't seem to me like 5D chess. It seems to me like we have a very serious problem. I wish I knew the answers. But when it comes to the Russiagate thing, and I think there's actually a nexus between the two, I don't think we can possibly just try to sweep that under the rug. And there may be efforts to do that. We'll see. I mean, I'm frankly shocked that they're trying to do this with Epstein. If they were to try to do that with the Russiagate thing, it may be the straw that breaks the camel's back, because his base is absolutely dead set against letting these things go, right? When he said, all right, we're not going to prosecute Hillary Clinton, people said, okay. And, over and over again, people have said, okay. But if now we're going to leave alone the people who were involved with Epstein, if we're now going to leave alone the people who targeted the man that Americans put their hopes in to smash the deep state and restore their country, I think it's going to be too much of a tough pill to swallow for people. So I think Trump is probably getting some bad advice from some people, and I sincerely hope, for his own benefit and for the good of the country, that he will reconsider.